Yo, Live Life fam, it's your boy Live Life 815 coming at y'all with another video. Yes, y'all read the title of this video correctly. Your boy gonna be breaking down all the spoilers. This is my spoiler review of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And when I tell y'all it was carnage, there was definitely a lot of it in this movie, Live Life fam. But as y'all know, this is a follow-up to 2018's Venom, and it was a great sequel. It's still starring Tom Hardy as your boy Venom. We have the iconic Woody Harrelson, Tallahassee, playing Carnage, and it was the perfect casting. But this film is directed by Andy Serkis. Y'all may know him as being Caesar in all the newer Planet of the Apes movies and playing Claw in the MCU. He was Claw in Black Panther. So if y'all go back and rewatch Black Panther, the dude with the claw, that's who directed this movie, Andy Serkis. And you can definitely tell because the symbiotes, their movement is a lot more fluent in this movie. Everything looks a lot more detailed than it was in the first movie. So CGI automatically getting an A+ from me. But alongside Tom Hardy, we got Michelle Williams reprising her role, Naomi Harris, and we got Reed Scott reprising his role as Dan Lewis. Newcomers, we have Stephen Graham as Mulligan, Detective Mulligan that is. And if y'all know y'all comic book history, y'all know what's to come for him. And we get little Miss Peggy Lou reprising her role as the convenience store owner, Mrs. Chin from the first movie. But let's break down this movie, y'all. Let's get into this review. Before I do, make sure y'all hit that like button to help get your boy all the way in the algorithm. Let's get into that thing right now. So Venom Let There Be Carnage opens up with a little bit of backstory for Cletus Cassidy and Francis Barrison. We see how they were in this home for, as Cletus Cassidy puts it, children that are unwanted. They were in this home when the police came and took Shriek, and they were moving her to Ravenscroft. Now, as Cletus Cassidy puts it, this was the one shining light in his life, and it was taken away from him. And let's be honest, they was already pretty much far gone at the beginning of this movie. They was already the loco, you feel what I'm saying? Or in her case, a little loca. But both of them was crazy. Cut to present day, and Detective Mulligan lets Eddie Brock know that Cletus Cassidy will not talk to anyone but him. He refuses to open his mouth unless Eddie Brock is the one standing across from him. Now, throughout the beginning of the movie, we see that Eddie and Venom, they're having a real hard time coexisting. You feel me? Like, Venom is pretty much messing up everything in Eddie Brock's life. My boy can't keep a relationship. His house is a mess. Venom keep wanting to eat people. It's crazy. But in Venom's eyes, he like, look, bro, you wouldn't be who you are now if it wasn't for me. You was a loser before I met you. And the banter between Venom and Eddie Brock in this movie really works out. Venom definitely lets him know, like, nah, bro, you messed up your life before I even came in the picture. Now, Cletus Cassidy tells Eddie Brock, like, look, I'm gonna give you a full-fledged front headliner story. All you gotta do is just do one thing for me. And he gives Eddie Brock this haiku to write in the paper. And y'all already know Francis gonna know exactly what that means. But we see Eddie Brock trying to figure out exactly what it is he witnessed in Cletus Cassidy's cell, because there was a whole bunch of drawings, a whole bunch of pictures that Cletus Cassidy made while he was in prison. And we see that Eddie Brock definitely needs Venom because Venom pretty much did the detective work for him. Eddie Brock's, or should I say Venom's detective work, looks like it leads them somewhere off the water where all these bodies that Cletus Cassidy murdered was found. Now, from this, Eddie Brock was deemed a hero. He was the reason why the FBI, all these police officers found these dead bodies. Now, hopefully, the family of those bodies can get some closure, you feel me? During the last meeting between Eddie Brock and Cletus Cassidy, before he was set to be put to death, Cletus provokes Eddie Brock and in turn provokes Venom. And Venom didn't ask no questions, y'all. He was quick on the trigger. Lunged in a cell, and as he was trying to handle business with Cletus Cassidy grabbed Eddie Brock's hand and he bit his hand, digesting some of Eddie's blood. And y'all, if y'all didn't know already, if y'all couldn't tell already, this is where the carnage is about to begin. This is where Carnage was born, was manifested. He tells Eddie Brock he's tasted blood before, and Eddie, that was definitely not blood. We know that. The audience know that. Eddie know that. Now Cletus know that. Now, during this time, Eddie Brock has gotten fed up with Venom taking over his life. He tired of the voices in his head. He just tired of Venom's antics. You feel me? Venom can be like a big baby, a big alien baby at times. So they have this big fight. They have this big scuffle. It's pretty much, it's gonna sound crazy, but Eddie and Venom fight. Like Venom is protruding from Eddie's body, throwing bows, y'all, and it's crazy. He breaks Eddie's new TV, and that's the last straw. Venom says sayonara, departs himself from Eddie, and Eddie and Venom, they're separated for a little bit in the movie, y'all. So sad. We see Eddie Brock pretty much getting back to his life, cleaning up Venom's mess. He's actually able to sit on the couch and watch a football game in peace without voices all in his head, making him, you know, feel like he going crazy. Venom, on the other hand, is at a masquerade party, and your boy getting wild. He jumping from host to host to host. But I think he's forgetting to eat. He's not eating. He feeling a little weak. You feel me? He feeling a little weak. And the hosts that we see him have, they're not compatible matches like him and Eddie are compatible. So now Cletus Cassidy is about to be executed, y'all. And as they shooting that poison through his veins, Carnage emerges. And when I tell y'all, it was everything that us Spider-Man fans have ever wanted. The first shot of Carnage, y'all, he looks so menacing. If I would have been there, it definitely would have been some bowel movements on the floor. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Y'all can't stun either. Carnage breaks out of the prison, and you already know where he is headed. Your boy going to try to find the love of his life, Frances Barrison, aka Shriek. We get a big action scene where Shriek is pretty much helping out Carnage take out all these cops, all these police officers. Carnage takes out everything, y'all, from a helicopter to police vehicles, armored vehicles. It don't matter. This man can walk through bullets. Like his flesh literally opens up and bullets goes through him. Like he's indestructible pretty much. You feel me? Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, goes around murdering anybody who turned him in to the police. He doing robberies. The man is just going, he's truly insane, y'all. He is crazy, and Woody Harrelson knocked this out the park with his acting. But because of this, Detective Mulligan goes back to Eddie Brock and he starts interrogating him, not only on whatever is going on with Cletus Cassidy, but what's going on with Venom. He has some knowledge that he know that Eddie Brock hiding something. Now, because of this, Eddie like, look, bro, I need my phone call. And the phone call he makes is to his ex-fiance, Ann, and he pretty much tells Ann, like, look, this is what I think happened. I think Cletus Cassidy has his own symbiote, and it's about to get crazy if I can't get Venom back to me. So y'all know Ann. She gonna do whatever she can to help out. So she goes to find Venom, and Venom's host is none other than Miss Chen, the convenience store owner. Yeah, she helping out Venom because she like Venom. Who wouldn't like Venom? Except for Eddie Brock. So when Venom and Eddie Brock reunite, it is time for the showdown. Venom senses Carnage, and they meet at this cathedral. You've seen it in all the trailers, right? Cletus Cassidy and Shriek, Frances Barrison, they trying to have a wedding. Crazy mobs trying to have a wedding, as if that would... Y'all do y'all, you feel me? If y'all gonna think that's legally binding. And when they say if anybody has any objections, Venom busts in like a boss, like, look, bro, I got an objection right now. Now, Venom craps his pants when he sees Cletus Cassidy transform into Carnage. He like, oh, that's a red one. They a lot more powerful. Now, the reason why they a lot more powerful, if you know, in the comics, y'all, is because the Carnage symbiote is bonded within the bloodstream of Cletus Cassidy. So it's not like you know how Venom is like a suit, you feel me? Nah. Carnage is embedded in this man's bloodstream, which is why it looks like his body is breaking apart and transforms as he's transforming into Carnage. You don't see that with Venom. Now, y'all seen this in the trailer too. The way that Eddie Brock gets Venom to come out, he says you can eat everyone. Never mind what I've been saying. You can eat everyone. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Carnage is giving Venom the business. And at one point, Venom was under a whole bunch of debris and it looked like your boy was out for the count. But Carnage done went and did the wrong thing, y'all. Grabbed up Ann and was threatened to kill Ann. Now, throughout this movie, we learned that Venom loved him some Ann. You feel me? He gonna do whatever he can do to save Ann. And as Shriek is trying to help out Carnage, she screams, but as we know, that sonic sound is not good for our symbiotes, you feel me? So Venom was having fits, Carnage was having fits. The only difference is Carnage didn't care, y'all. Carnage was not really bonded to Cletus Cassidy, how Venom and Eddie Brock got that connection, because Carnage was like, look, I'm gonna shut her up for good. I done already told you to tell her stop screaming. And she keeps screaming. So I'm just about to take her out. I'm about to kill her, you feel me? And that was about to happen until your boy Venom showed up, put a pole through Carnage's head, which didn't do nothing. Told y'all, wasn't gonna do nothing to Carnage. Put a pole through Carnage's head, but it stopped whatever was going on. Now, Venom realized that sound, while it's damaging to him, it's also damaging to Carnage. So what he did was he struck Shriek down and she was falling through the cathedral. And as she started to fall, what you think she did? What anybody would do. She started to scream, and that right there separated Venom and Eddie and Carnage and Cletus Cassidy. But the difference is Cletus Cassidy fell, broke his legs, it looked like. And right when Eddie Brock was about to fall, they had this slick little transition that went from Eddie, you know what I'm saying, that went to Dan, they then went to Ann, and then went back to Eddie Brock. So yeah, Venom cushioned Eddie's fall. And the killing blow, he stepped on Carnage and ate Carnage, y'all. That's right. Venom ate your boy Carnage. Cletus Cassidy goes on this whole little pity party like, all I ever wanted was to be your friend, Eddie. That's all I ever wanted. And the one F-bomb that's dropped in this movie, because PG-13 can get away with one. The one F-bomb dropped in this movie, Venom said, man, F this dude. Bit Cletus Cassidy's head smooth off. And yeah, that was the end of Cletus. He didn't need no lethal injection. The boy got his head bit off. Then if this wasn't enough, when everything's said and done, ain't nobody even paying attention to Detective Mulligan anymore. His eye, we thought he was dead. You feel me? It cuts back to him. His eyes flash blue. And y'all already know the boy about to be Toxin. We know Detective Mulligan turns into Toxin, and that was the tease for it right there. Now, the movie ends with Eddie and Venom pretty much accepting that Ann is engaged to Dan. And she gonna be getting married. You know, they done. Eddie Brock and Ann is done. You know, leave it up to Venom. He's still holding hope, but they done. Movie ends, right, with Venom and Eddie Brock enjoying a nice little sunset at the beach. You feel me? And Eddie tells Venom that we gonna be the lethal protectors. Anywhere they need protecting, we gonna be. And that just makes Venom happy. You know, he a kid in the candy store. You know, as the screen fades to black, the credits come up. But wait, y'all, there may be more. Y'all heard about that post-credit scene, right? I know you heard about that post-credit scene. Okay, y'all, so the post-credit scene starts off with Eddie Brock somewhere, look like a little remote location, look like they in hiding, to be honest with you. He laying on the bed and they watching the novella. Now, I went to this movie with my fiance, and as soon as that novella came on, she's like, ooh, babe, that's an old novella, I used to love that show. But Eddie Brock and Venom, they're sitting there watching the novella. Venom tells Eddie that he loves this show which who wouldn't, right? And they get on the subject of secrets, and Eddie's like, you hiding something from me, Venom? And Venom like, no, but we all have a past. And he lets Eddie know that he has over 800 million years of hive knowledge of the symbiotes. He says that he can show Eddie, but if he shows Eddie all of it, his tiny brain might melt. Now, as he's saying this, something happens, y'all. That's pretty much the best way to describe this. The environment changes, the TV changes. It looked like an old school TV at first. It changes into a flat screen, and the rumors and the spoilers are correct, y'all. We then see J. Jonah Jameson on TV on a Daily Bugle from Far From Home, the last Spider-Man movie where he outed Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man. Yes, y'all. Venom is now in the MCU. Now, as we see J. Jonah Jameson talking smack about Peter Parker, Venom then gets up, licks the TV and says, this guy. He says, this guy, Eddie. And then he licks the screen, and I believe he says he looks tasty. Now, Eddie and Venom, they freaking out. They like, where are we? What happened? When some random guy come out the bathroom, he like, what are you doing in my room? And they both just look and they shrug. That is how the post-credit scene ends, y'all. So Venom is in the MCU now. For a lot of people who are wondering, well, he don't even know who Spider-Man is. Like, what are they gonna do there? People are missing a very key detail in Venom's dialogue right before everything happens. He tells Eddie Brock that he has over 800 million years of shared hive memory. This means that Venom, the one that we've been watching with Tom Hardy, can very well know what went down in Spider-Man 3. He may know that wasn't him per se, but it was a variant of him facing off against Spider-Man, because that hive knowledge, mark my words, Live Life fam, that hive knowledge that Venom was talking about, that 800 million plus years of hive knowledge is gonna come into play. Now, while Tom Holland might not know who Venom is, Venom definitely knows who Spider-Man is. That's what I interpreted from that post-credit scene, combined with the information that we got about Venom's hive knowledge that expand. And he mentioned it. Venom mentioned to Eddie Brock that he has over 800 million years of hive knowledge that expands across millions of universes. So I'm saying it right here, right now. A lot of these leaks, a lot of these spoilers, a lot of the people talking about this missed this key detail. Hive knowledge, y'all. Hive knowledge and memories. Your boy Venom know who Spider-Man is. But if y'all seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, let your boy know what y'all thought about that thing there. Comment below. I want all y'all comments. Are y'all excited that Venom is finally in the MCU? We can finally get a proper Spider-Man versus Venom matchup. It's gonna be great. What are they gonna do next, y'all, with the multiverse? The possibilities are endless. And it makes you ponder the question, what if? But it's your boy Live Life 815. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. It really helped me get in the algorithm. I'm gonna be doing more breakdowns like this in the future. But make sure y'all comment below. Let me know, how did y'all like Venom Let There Be Carnage? I'm Live Life 815. Thank you for watching, y'all.